Ooh, it's in the morning. It's cold. Kitty just came in the house. Panda just came outside to go potty. I don't know if it's still snowing or if it's just blowing off the trees. As you can see it at my light. Doesn't matter. There's enough ice on the ground, even on the concrete. I know you can't tell it's dark. That, I'm not going to the gym. Say I went from rain to ice to snow, so yeah, not going to the gym. We'll just wait. Alright, I have an awesome day. I'm going back in the house. Talk to you later. I know, there's Porthos and Freckles and Milady and Copper. Good morning, huh? Good morning. And Honey's coming out. Good morning, Honey. Where's Copper? Copper's staying in the house. All right, 17 degrees. It's cold. Come on, Panda. Walk out. Good girl. Good girl. Got fresh scratch and fresh layers pellets. I brought out some warm water for the house. That way they get unfrozen, something a little warm, not necessarily cold. Now again, they all got down coats on. You can look at them and see they're not cold. There's Cinnamon. She's at the doorway. There's Cinnamon. Had to get that extra beauty sleep. So yeah, they're up and rolling. You can see in here stayed very dry. None of the snow or ice that's on the outside got in here. I like the having the roof both sides plastic. You can see where I still got ice on the plastic. So yeah, that way they've got a spot again that's dry. The ground's not frozen. Out of the elements. Yeah. Whew. All right. I've got put my glove back on. Turn the camera off. So let these ladies eat. They decide they want to go back in the coop, they can. They decide they want to do walkabout, scratch around, they can. And I'll come out probably about every 2 hours and make sure that the water hasn't refroze. It's 17 degrees right now. It's going to refreeze. And the goal is to make sure that they've always got access to fresh water. If they decide to do walkabout, I'm leaving the door open, so they probably will. I will also take hot water and put it in the containers up by the deck, so they can always have access to water. All right, y'all have an awesome day. We will talk to you later. What's all that white stuff? Well, that's my kitchen rug. Nice and empty. And the dog is the supervisor going, "That's right, Mom. Time to get to work." Say it's still cold outside. Leave Kitty's snacks alone. We're going to come in here and get some work done. Again, that corner is leaving. I've just not decided what I'm going to do with it. But in order to force me to figure out how I'm going to dispose of it, and to bring it out of the room. It's just the easiest way to do it. Bring it out of the room, put it in the middle of the kitchen floor. Plenty of room for me to walk around, cook dinner, do dishes, whatever, but it's in my way. I will figure out what I'm going to do with it then. That will also give me the space to empty that shelf, put it where I want to put it, move that shelf, put it where I want to put it, and just, set the room up appropriately so this becomes, crafty stuff that I've done or continue to do, and a pantry, a large pantry. Again, I've been here 6 years. If I'm not doing it, I'm not going to do it. So let me get busy. Talk to you in a few. Yeah, that's the stack. Supervisor's like, "Are you done yet, Mom?" So, I used to have a hobby. I used to do rocks, go camping, hunting for rocks, and just rocks. You name it in here, I've got it. I've got some agates and, some, I don't know, some fossils, Nothing that's really worth a lot of money. And then I have things like garnets and sapphires. So yeah, it all becomes fivefold. I need to go through. I'm gonna tell you the stuff that is not precious. That makes sense. And I say put it out in the driveway. That's the best way. It's a rock. I'll just have a really pretty driveway for a while. And then, the valuable stones, the emeralds, the garnets, the sapphires, those are probably not going to go anywhere, not right away. Anyway, this is the mess, and that's why it's here, is I have to make a decision on this. Spent the 5 years I was in Japan in storage, and I've been here almost 6 years. I'm not doing anything with rocks. I got 500 other things to do. Having said that, corner looks awesome, doesn't it? That's how much room it was taking up, kind of. Now there was some other stuff also thrown over there, Hi, Pandog. Panda approves. It's just what it is. Now, I need 2 more of those shelves, or I'm going to get 2 more of those shelves, because this wall is going to be those shelves. My canned goods, all my food storage, it will be a pantry wall, literally. I've also decided I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm pretty sure it was built in place. I think it would be awesome maybe to stick it out in the workshop. But I want to get it off of this wall. It is heavy wood, and on the other side of this wall is the fireplace that is also heavy. I have the 2 heaviest things on this one wall. I don't like that at all. So, again, all the food will end up on all of this. Not that rack, that's my tall rack that I will reconfigure for doing my seedlings in the spring. It'll be seed saver in the winter and seedlings in the spring, and the top shelf will probably hold my tax documents. I mean, that's it. But it'll be on that wall. And that way when I turn my grow lights on and have it on a timer so they turn off and turn on like they're supposed to, if I'm asleep, they're not up here against the door. I don't have a light waking me up. So, again, I know it's a mess. I'm going to get the VCR tapes kind of over here so they're not in the way. And I will literally start taking off food. Get my pantry off of that wall, because canned goods are also heavy on a heavy shelf, 6 inches from the fireplace. It's just, there's no heat, but there's too much weight in that one place. But anyway, I got to empty it to get them over here. Get rid of the shelf, and then put that one in its place. And then I can just, pick some more of these up at one of the big box stores and finish lining it in. All right, having said that, do I have an awesome day? And I'll talk to you again later. Yep, in the long run, that's what it's going to look like. So there's 2 racks. There'll be 2 more that run along this wall. And the big one here that's in the way, that will be on that wall. Now you can see this is almost empty as far as food goes. Does that make sense? Canned goods, etc. What's left is storage stuff, and that becomes the whole purpose of this. Is if I've not used it, it's gone. If I have used it, then it needs to go to its place. That does not include this shelf. So, awesome though. Over there on the left is herbs and spices and condiments, to include the herbs that I dry, which is awesome. It's the perfect spot for it. The next shelf is, I'm going to say vegetables, artichoke hearts, spinach. The corn and the green beans are not over there yet. Between the spinach, the corn, and the green beans, I do more of those, canned good wise, than any other vegetable. So there'll probably be a full row, bottom row for each of them, and that one is the spinach. And for the next 2 shelves, one will be corn and the other will be green beans, because I do more of those than anybody. It's interesting how you start looking at what you're eating. There's collard greens, but not a shelf full, So it's all good. That's the basics of it. I'm doing this because I'm getting ready to move the big shelf here, kind of up against the wall there, so I can empty this, take it down completely. But to do it, I got to empty it. And so it's going to get emptied on here, and that way I can empty it, paint this wall. That way I have no more poo-poo brown in the house. And yeah, does that make sense? And then build the other shelves and get it wrapped, get it rolling. It's not all going to happen today. It's 3 o'clock. I need to go give the chickens some worms. Some of them dried worms that they like to eat. Go collect eggs. Hopefully they've not frozen. I forgot that we've not got above 27 today. So we shall see you. All right. Just want to let you know, it's looking kind of awesome. Talk to you later. Look at all that food. Okay, it's only 3 racks. That's not a lot of food. But yeah, that's empty. Yay! Now these will only let me go three cans deep. These will let me go 4 cans deep. So going to these racks, I get more space. I know that sounds crazy, but I get more space. But I'm done for the day. It's after 4 o'clock. I've been doing this since this morning. I stopped and took a lunch break, and I'm done. Again, I took all the stuff out of that corner. Set the shelves up. I've been vacuuming and cleaning as I go. Tomorrow I've got a Jeep appointment. When I come home from that, I will probably undo the, got a couple of brackets that are mounting it to the wall there. Get the brackets undone and get it out. I want to do that when I'm going to say relatively fresh. And then, yeah, just kind of, my brain says keep rolling, get it out. I've thought about taking it all the way back to the workshop. Maybe there's a spot in there I can put it. Tool shelving. I don't know. Well, the answer is I'll see. I'll think about that today and tomorrow when I'm doing the Jeep thing. Otherwise, it needs to go to the burn pit. It can't stay here. I like adjustable shelving. I like being able to move it up and down, make it so whatever shelf space I have is accurate for what I want to do with it. And I can't do that with this. I'm stuck with, that many. And then it's like, they're not even lined up. There you go. The bottom one's to the right, the next one's to the left, the next one's to the right, the next one's to the left, and then you got in the middle, and I don't know if you can see it, this one is warped. It's higher there, and then it dips down there. It's lower there. It's it's just, maybe in the woodshed, in the shop area, could be even in the garden shed. I doubt it, but, we'll figure it out from there. It needs to go outside, out that direction. Maybe take the top 2 off, depending upon what kind of condition they're in, and the bottom one will fit in the garden shed, and all the garden tools and my pots and stuff like that. I don't know. It can't be in here. Because again, it's not adjustable. I can't, I'm locked into that size. I can't wait. It means I get to paint that wall too. Yay, no more poop around. But anyway, it's done. I'm done as far as I can get today. Or as far as I'm going to today. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner, and I'm going to probably take a couple aspirins just because I have moved a lot of stuff. And we'll just go from there. And at some point in time, I'll figure out where that's going, because it can't stay here. All right, y'all have an awesome evening. And Miss Panda and I will talk to you later.